Stuff. Powerful Stuff is our one-stop shop for inner connection and outer connection, connecting more deeply with ourselves and connecting deeply with others, but doing so with a little bit of a lighthearted twist, not needing to take ourselves so seriously in the process, like trauma, but make it fun. And so, in my trauma era, no, I'm joking. Healed life coach. So the whole intention for tonight is that everyone gets to enjoy some music, some comedy, and then we're also going to connect with each other and have a fun open mic portion at the end. So kind of like any self-development journey, like ayahuasca or ketamine, intravenous ketamine journey, or DMT or combo. It's like trust the process, Some parts might feel euphoric, some parts might feel uncomfortable, but we get the best medicine when we lean in, or as my friend Doug says, when we joyfully participate. So can I get everyone's joyful participation tonight? Okay, so I'm going to make a few announcements before we really go into the theme of the show. Powerful Stuff is not only these IRL experiences, it's also a weekly podcast. So I put out a podcast every week where I take you, the listener, on a journey of transformation. We have questions for the listener. We have meditations. And this week I interview this man, Shola Richards, who wrote a book, Civil Unity. He actually testified in Congress about how to bring more unity and discourse to a polarized world. So it's super cool. And we go through how you can have these kind of conversations with your loved one. Show of hands, does anyone have any loved ones that they have polarizing conversations with? Woo, okay, only this half, so I guess we're all, everyone over here is on the same boat. So we have our podcast, check it out, and next week will be our last best morning ever before I go traveling for 4.5 months in South America with my husband, Spencer, or as I'll soon be saying, con mi esposo Spencer, who they refer to in South America as Jesucristo. And the last thing I'll say is, I love doing this, comedy and connection. I'm also a leadership coach. And so part of the play that we do in these events is a brief tapas, if you will, of the experience that we go on together in our coaching journey. So a few women here have been through my 12-week group coaching program, The Upgrade, if you can raise your hand. Woo! We're launching our 9th cohort now, so if you are interested in going on that journey, if you know you're ready for something more, come chat with me. Savannah actually participated in the Upgrade before Moss came to life. And Moss is the beautiful space that Savannah created for us all to be in. It's a conscious community and co-working space. It used to be the old Winston House, but you can really feel all of the love and connection that goes on in this space. There's a podcast room upstairs, a sauna cold plunge, a meditation room. So if you have any questions about that, speak to Savannah after. And thanks to Mary for doing our My Intent bracelets. If you haven't gotten one, you can get one after the show as well with your word on it for the year. And another Meredith, might be the only other time I've had another Meredith in a Powerful Stuff, who hopefully you've gotten some beautiful non-alc Tito's wine from her as well. So this is also a very exciting and memorable night, because this is the first Powerful Stuff live that will actually go on to the podcast. So usually I do the events and then I do the podcast, but this is actually also going to end up on the podcast, which is pretty cool because we'll all be co-creating the night together. So how it's going to go, we're going to kind of open the space. We have a little activation and meditation moment, a little icebreaker moment. Then we'll have some music, some comedy, some spoken word. And then the last 30 minutes will be a really cool and interactive open mic portion, which I hope everyone can joyfully participate in. Sound good? Woo! Okay, so right now I'm going to have my lovely assistant, also known as my husband, Spencer, start to pass around these chocolates. Don't eat them yet. They are not psychoactive, but great question, being here in Venice. They do have actually a psychoactive line, and we almost accidentally got those ones, but I'm not going to be microdosing everyone at my show tonight, though maybe it would make my jokes more funny, I don't know. But these are Kana chocolates. It's a plant from South Africa. It's completely legal. Sometimes when you say it's completely legal, it doesn't sound legal, but I swear it is. And it's an empathogen, meaning it'll open your heart. So what Spencer's handing out is just one chocolate, and it's completely vegan. Also an important question here in Venice, and ethically sourced. And we're all going to have a meditative moment as we take these chocolates to open our hearts. And maybe it'll feel really strong for you. Maybe it'll be placebo effect. It's like, is it me or is it the kana? That's what we want you all wondering later tonight, with our hearts wide open. You know, casual little Wednesday. So once everyone has theirs, we'll go ahead and bring your kana to your heart. And closing your eyes for a second, arriving here. Already feeling that contact high with the kana. And tonight's intention in this crazy, chaotic world and time that we're living in is really finding common ground. And as Marianne Williamson would say, returning to love. So whatever polarizing issue within yourself or with others or just in the collective that you're feeling, setting your intention to come into a unified and central space tonight within yourself first, and then being able to, in finding that place of equanimity, being able to emit that and be that beacon of light, that pillar for others. So we'll take a deep breath in, breathing in that sentiment, exhaling it out, sending it out to the others in the room, and then breathing it in, and then exhaling out any stuckness around anything that has felt hard or sticky, like you're purging it with your breath. And then third and deepest breath in, as if we're all kind of connected by our own mycelial roots, lifting each other up, and then exhale, relaxing into it. Like I say, after that soft, satisfying morning movement, that kind of sigh. Okay, so you can go ahead and take your kana, take the medicine. We're all in this together. Buckle up. Oh, by the way, if I should have said this before, but yeah, you obviously it's all optional, and it's just a little microdose. So if you don't want it, you can give it to your neighbor. Oh, not a microdose. It's not a microdose, but it's not a psychoactive microdose. It's a microdose of kana, but it is not a psychoactive microdose. Great. Okay. So as we kind of kick off, now that we're all dropped into the space, maybe just look around at your neighbors, seeing their heart through your eyes, seeing your eyes through their heart. Wow. Powerful. It's a great time to practice your eye fucking, gentle. Not holding the gaze too long, but letting them know that you're there. You might have just pictured them naked. We don't know. Or you might have pictured their naked soul. Okay. And what we're going to do now, we're all about making strangers friends. And as we kind of think about this theme tonight of unity, of being the love, returning to love, we're going to share this opening prompt with a new friend. Who was an enemy in your life that became a friend? Who is somebody maybe you had like a little vendetta against, or they had one against you, and then one of you extended the olive branch and you became friends, or you ended up co-creating something with someone. And I'll tell my own personal little story after you all drop in with your new neighbor about yours. So we'll take 4 minutes. One person can share for 2 minutes. I'll let you know when it's time to switch with the other person, and they'll share for 2 minutes, and then we'll come back to our seats. So let's do this. Okay. Turn to someone new. It's okay if you need to get up. If you sat with someone, maybe you turn around. And if you see another person, invite them into your group of 3. Clap once if you can hear me. Clap twice if you can hear me. Clap 3 times if you can hear me. Wow. Clap 4 times if you can hear me. Okay. How are we all feeling about making enemies friends? Taylor Swift did it with Katy Perry. You guys remember that? She wrote Bad Blood about Katy Perry, and then in her other video, You Need to Calm Down, they were both cheeseburgers and hugging. And then Katy Perry went to the Eras Tour concert and was singing Bad Blood in the audience. So, wow, talk about a success story. But yeah, I was thinking about it in regards of spooky season being around the corner, metaphorically and literally, and tricks and treats, it's like, will I get the next woman president or will I get my rights taken away? Could be either. I don't know. We'll see which one happens. Knock on wood. But all of that's to say, we're thinking about unity and returning to love. So I'd like to invite Sarah DeWarren up here. Woo! You might have heard her on your favorite EDM track that you didn't know you needed, and she also has an amazing alter ego named Gritney. But Sarah, in opening this theme for the night, Making Enemies Friends, wanted to share a story about how Sarah and I became friends. Can anyone guess who doesn't know the story? We were enemies. So you know how it's like when you're like dating guys and then you like are wondering about who they dated before you, and then the guy kind of like makes you jealous and like makes you question yourself.
Kind of poses that you guys should be competition.
Yeah.
When actually there's a lot in common.
When actually there's so much in common. So do you want to share your first bit first?
Yeah, so I had a boyfriend in high school. And then after school, he moved to America. And we had a very turbulent relationship. And he went to have a new girlfriend. And I heard through the grapevine that she was beautiful, talented, smart, just everything that I felt like I wasn't.
Lies.
Meanwhile, he was telling her.
Yeah, so I met this guy. I was at Harvard at the time. He was at Berklee College of Music. It was right when Tinder came out, and I saw this 6'4" tall British guy with a guitar. So I was like, I definitely am swiping right on that. And no question. Anyways, but we lived together. We traveled around the world together. But then he would always I would come home, and he would sometimes have music videos pulled up of his ex-girlfriend, and oh, that's just my ex, Sarah. She's also a musician, whatever. And so I kind of was like, how did this knot in my stomach whenever I heard her name?
Likewise. Yeah.
It's like what the men in power do. They try to divide us, and so stronger together though. And so I get to England. I decide we break up. And I'm like, well, fuck him. I'm going to have my own British experience. So I apply to get my master's in England at Oxford, and I get in. Fuck you. No, I'm joking. We love him.
Not supposed to say his name.
Names have or have not been changed in the telling of the story. Could be something else. We don't know. And then some mutual friends were like, you should really meet his other ex-girlfriend. You're both tall, brunette, vegan singers, and he cheated on you both a lot. So I feel like you'd have a lot to talk about.
And so I get a Facebook message from Meredith Baker, and in my head I'm like, oh my God, what the hell is this message? And it's something like, hey, I feel like we'd have a lot to talk about. We obviously have a lot in common. Should we meet up? And I didn't even need to think about it. I knew that I really wanted to. And I knew that whatever was going to happen would be bigger than the situation we'd had with this boy. So we met in London.
We were having, a really fun night. And then Sarah is like, hey, you're really cool. So I want to make sure we have a clean slate here. And it turns out, she didn't know at the time when and I were together, but it turns out that he cheated on me with her a year prior. I know, but she didn't know, but then she put the pieces together, and she's like, I want to come clean and start our relationship from a place of honesty. I was like, what?
It was more than just one night with Meredith, it was going to be a lifelong friendship.
Yeah, so I was more than just a one-night stand to her, so.
No lies.
But so then we posted an Instagram story and together, and must have seen it. And I think
we did the hard launch straight away.
We did the hard launch, as some would say, and he messaged me the next day, and I hadn't spoken to him in a year, and he's like, "Hey, I was just at the pub in London, and I thought, wouldn't it be so fun if we had a little catch up?"
That's exactly his voice, by the way.
And so This was the most satisfying email that I've ever sent back. Just when you think like, they say, what they say, once you like get the closure within yourself, you don't need it with the other person. But it was so satisfying. I was like, hey, I know that you cheated on me while we were together. I wish you all the best, but please don't contact me again. Warm wishes, Meredith. And since then,
we have run a marathon together
in Dublin,
and we made the Irish Daily Mail, which is one of the biggest press moments I've ever had to this date.
Yeah, we were on the front cover of the Irish Daily Mail, and after the marathon, this guy came up to us and he was taking notes, and we just thought he had like a cute little newspaper because he was like on a little notepad, and we made a joke like, oh, we ran this marathon as a testament to our friendship. It's funny because we have the same ex, and then the quote was like, if we can survive him, we can certainly do a marathon. And
we thought it was like a small local newspaper. We literally had no idea.
And then it was on the front page of the Irish Daily Mail with that as the headline. So karma is a bitch for some, but as Taylor Swift would also say, karma is a cat purring in my lap because it loves me. If you guys are familiar with the Taylor Swift song, it's a great song. It's at the end of her Eras tour. But all of that's to say, since then, Sarah and I also booked our own So Far Sounds tour around Europe. We played 15 cities, everywhere from Vilnius, Lithuania, to Estonia, to Norway.
To small towns in Norway, like Kongsvinger.
Does anyone know of Kongsvinger?
Kongsvinger, anyone? Nope.
No? Okay. Well, you should check it out sometime if you have a few spare hours in Norway. And then when I moved to LA, Sarah came and visited me and actually gave me my first animal spirit deck. And the crux of this story is that Sarah and I, like she said, realized that we were stronger together and that there was no need to fear competition or divisiveness, but actually when we returned to love, there was a lot of powerful things to be had. And I like to say that, at the time I had poor taste in guys, but they had great taste in the women that they dated and cheated on me with. And so, and all of that's to say, Sarah and I wrote a song about turning pain into power.
We did, yeah.
Inspired by our story and also by a book that's mandatory reading in Venice called, can anyone shout it out? The Alchemist. Disappointed in you guys. I know what you were like. Is it The Untethered Soul? Is it The Power of Now? Is it the Andrew Huberman podcast? And so we wrote this song, and it came out on Spotify. And actually, at my wedding with Spencer, Sarah and I debuted our song. So it was a cool moment where I was marrying the guy that I actually ended up with, and then we had our own friendship moment.
We did, yeah.
Ringing in alchemy.
Searched the land, swam the seas, heard the whispers in the breeze. I believe before I see, I believe in alchemy.
Walked alone through the night, turned the thunder into light. I believe before I see, I believe in alchemy.
Searched the land, swam the seas, heard the whispers in the breeze. I believe before I see, I believe in alchemy. Walked alone through the night, turned the thunder into light. I believe before I see, I believe in alchemy. Ooh, whoa. Alchemy, walked alone through the night, turned the thunder into light. I believe before I see, I believe in alchemy.
Searched the land, swam the seas, heard the whispers in the breeze. I believe before I see, I believe in alchemy.
Walked alone through the night, turned the darkness into light. I believe before I see, I believe in
and alchemy. We hope that was as powerful for you as it was for us, and that you guys are thinking about what you're ready to turn darkness into light. And so once we alchemized our pain into our power and put it on Spotify, we decided that that the next step of that was thinking about what new seeds we wanted to plant next. You know, sometimes you can go through the hardest or darkest times of your life, but that really fertilizes the soil for the seeds of what you're ready to create. And I truly feel that in our life that's been the case, and my hope is that after these tumultuous times in our country and the world, that the new seeds will be planted and we will come into our full bloom.
I hit the bottom with my problems and I told them I'm alright now. Then I broke down. I tried to rush all of the healing, but my heart is beating so loud, telling me to slow down.
Living my life thinking I was cursed, 'cause nobody tells you how much it hurts to know you gotta grow. Never felt darkness quite like this, but there's a whole other world at my fingertips, it's true. I'm about to break through in full bloom. Bloom, bloom, in full bloom. I'm just beginning the forgiving of the parts of me I shut out. I let them show now.
Without the sun, you might think it's over, but it's just begun. You can't have the stars without the night. We all need shadows to see the light. You can't have the moon without the sun. You might think it's over, but it's just begun. You can't have the stars without the night. We all need shadows to see the light.
Living my life thinking I was cursed, 'cause nobody tells you how much it hurts to know you gotta grow. Never felt darkness quite like this, but there's a whole other world at my fingertips, it's true. I'm about to break through in full bloom. Bloom, bloom, in full bloom. Wow. Love wins, everyone. Thank you, Sarah. And we like to say thank you to Tinder for bringing me the guy that brought us together. We're sending him, if we could all just send him so much love and light right now. Sending it over across the pond to the UK, just letting him feel that. We love you. Okay. Okay, well, on that powerful note, it is my greatest pleasure and honor to once again get the musical and comedic stylings of Abby, also known as Remo, who's going to do an original and who's also going to play off of the powerful energy of the audience to create 2 songs on the spot. What? Let's give it up for Remo and Gregory, her amazing pianist. Woo!
Spotlight, I wither. Is that good? Is that good? Okay. Just angle me however you want me. Is this good? I wanna lick your spirit. I wanna fondle your soul. I wanna grind on your thick, juicy consciousness. I wanna sit on your true self. Wanna finger your kindness. Wanna suck on your generosity. Spiritual smash. Spiritual smash. I wanna hump your compassion into your aura. I'm crashing. I wanna cream on your big fat holiness. I wanna spit on your joy. Wanna spank your light. Wanna stroke your heart till the love comes out. Spiritual smash. Feel the kana, what's that? Spiritual smash. We've all been drugged. Spiritual smash. Spiritual smash. Smash, smash, smash. Thank you. Thank you. No, that was a big trick that we all received. Oh, I'm so vibrational. Do one more of my own songs. What if we did a little improvised one and then another Orimo song and then another improvised song? We're gonna do some improv. We just spoiled the trick. But it'll be a treat. Okay, I'm sorry I did that. We didn't actually think about this, what we were going to use as the... So I'm going to get suggestions from you, and hold on, let me channel. Give me, shout out your favorite part of your menstrual cycle. Luteal. Okay, I'm deep luteal right now. Okay, so this is perfect. Okay. If they don't know, they can fucking chat GBT that shit. Okay. No, but maybe I'll explain it. I'll explain it in the song, maybe. Maybe I'll explain it if I feel like it. I'm showing luteal, not telling. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't fucking figure it out, it's on you. That's luteal. Can Greg have a genre? Perfect. Gosh, that's crazy. I have 3 2000s emo albums out right now on all...
Hard emo or soft emo? Soft emo, okay.
What part of this group said hard emo? I don't know what emo is. Every time someone says emo, it just makes me go, oh, like that. Last week I was ovulating. I felt so elated. It's the only 5 days of the month when I feel like leaving the house. I'm like, who wants to fertilize these ripe, juicy eggs of mine? Who wants to lend half their DNA to our baby? And then luteal comes. It's like, stop being pretty, start acting shitty, stay inside, eat a whole apple pie, cry until you wanna rip out your eyes, and that lasts the entire rest of the month. No, that's not how it works, but it feels like forever and ever and ever. Is that emo? I don't know. And then comes the blood. And then comes the blood. Then comes the blood. There's so much blood. Is it blood or is it kind of like an organy thing? We don't know. It's kind of, it's your uterus throwing up. It's what the baby would have eaten if you had one, but you didn't. You failed this month. You fucked up. You didn't do what you were on this earth to do. You didn't serve your purpose. Now you're gonna keep crying. And remember, every month you're closer to dying. And then I forget what comes after that. And then you ovulate. And for a few days, you don't feel like ending it all. Yeah, man. Yeah. Luteal. Luteal Maximus. It's my It's my weightlifting name. Do you guys have weightlifting names? You take your favorite, if you want to know your weightlifting name, you take your favorite part of the menstrual cycle and a Greek Roman dictator name. I don't know. Okay, so that actually was perfect transition to one of my other songs, which is out now, streaming. Look up Orimo on Spotify, or, you know, if you like Napster. Okay. This is a song actually about who I become those 5 days out of the month where suddenly I'm just trying to get my boyfriend to wear fishnet condoms.
It's not you, it's my ovaries. I need a man who knows how to please not just me, but these babies that we're gonna make like crazy. Biological clock has got me on lock. You're the water boy, and I'm thirsty for your jock. I don't wanna freeze my eggs, so get between these legs. If I call you motherfucker, I mean no disrespect. Doesn't matter to me, black, white, or Hispanic. My fallopian tubes have got me in a panic. I'm running out of time, and mama can't wait, so come fill this taco up with your queso. Como se dice, let's make a baby. Como se dice, let's make a baby. Como se dice, let's make a baby. Como se dice, ovulating. That's good. Okay, let's do another improvised song, and then you guys can think about what you're gonna do in your open mic portion of this. Okay. We're gonna do shout out what you're most excited about during the election season. What? You're excited for it to be over. That's boring. I'm sorry, Mary. Anyone else have a suggestion? Everyone's scared because I was just really aggressive. Everyone's like, whatever you want would be great for us. We will take whatever you would like. Sir, ma'am, person, honor, your honor. I like that. I like when everyone's scared of me and silent. That's nice. That feels good. You're like, not me. You're like, I wouldn't, don't take it out on me, but I heard a whisper. Somebody maybe said getting deported. Someone's getting deported, okay. That's sexier, okay. Waiting for it to be over, okay. Well, okay, disappointed. Okay, that was ominous. He's like, that fucking lady's gonna win, gross. My bros and I are planning a party where we all jerk off on a cookie. And the cookie's name is Kamala, and we eat it. I know what guys do when we're not around. I know you love jerking off on food. It's not a secret anymore. Secret's out. This set is so like bodily. It's very bodily. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was feeling for this one. I was like, let's make this white girl do something she's not supposed to. That'd be good. That's what I feel like seeing this election. Is this okay? Can I do that? Okay. Rise to life. Okay, I don't know. Yeah. We're all going to go through a big transformation. We don't know who's going to be running our nation. Is it going to be a woman who's qualified to be a person? Or is it going to be a weird B-list actor who was in Home Alone 2 and now
been convicted of rape. It's hard to decide, those both sound like good options to me. I can't really, it's hard, it's a kind of on a balance. Those are equal candidates who should debate in a public forum as if it were two equal products, and we just have to see like which one has fewer calories and is better for our health. But that's kind of crazy if it was the other way around and it was like a 60-year-old man who just like didn't really do anything exceptional in his life, but like everyone felt safe around him. And then like an old lady who just kept fingering all the men. We'd be like, that one actually sounds cool to me. I would vote for an old lady, old lady, old lady fingering men. Old lady, old lady. Old lady fingering men. Old lady, old lady, old lady fingering men. Oh man, oh man, I wanted to say that. Okay. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Thank you so much, Gregory Hoffman. Orimo, please find my music and stream it. I'm going to be releasing Old Lady Fingering Men in the next couple weeks, so look out for that. And everyone, watch your genitals. Watch out. I'm going to be selling chastity belts after the show, so if you're worried about your reproductive health, or you just want to like have when people like smack your ass, have it hurt or something, LMK. Thank you, Meredith. Yay!
Wow. We're one day closer to our cycle syncing.
I'm a white witch.
Oh, I'm cusp of white and red. So white witch is if you're
Ovulating on the full moon.
Oh, I thought red witch was if you're ovulating on. Oh no, red witch is if you're bleeding on the full moon. Yeah, so if you guys aren't on Stardust, it's an app. It's an app where you can track your cycle, and for all the men out there, you don't necessarily even have to be dating a girl. You might just want to. Thanks, Gregory. You might just want to know, like, what the women in your life are going through and what kind of food she'd appreciate at that time of the month. Yeah. Oh, that was powerful. Thanks. Okay. Make some noise for Remo and Gregory. I don't know about you, but I'm going to have that song Old Lady Fingering Men in my head forever. So powerful. That would be a great Halloween costume. So, you guys heard it here first. Make some noise if you're in your luteal right now. Okay. Ovulating? Okay, great. Well, we're all sinking in this together. Okay, so I'd like to welcome to the stage a hilarious comedian who's known for some things, but I'll let his jokes speak for themselves. Esteban Gast. Give it up for Esteban! Woo!
Hey, thank you. I like how quickly you're leaving. You're like, we sang in a reggae accent. We have to leave. The song was barely over, and he's like, I have to pack up. I'm going to have to move. Everyone just chanted, old lady, like comfortably. He's looking around. He's like, it is more whites than would be comfortable to sing reggae. Good luck starting a new life. Do you have another gig? Thank you so much. This is unbelievable. Do you have a date? What's happening? This is incredible. I like this. You don't have to answer. I'm sorry. But we're curious. No, don't. Greg, don't. Say it, Greg. What's happening? Oh, old lady. Oh, not your girl. Oh, God. You know what? I'll leave too. I'm going to immediately, as I finish, pack the microphone and leave as well, just to keep it consistent. I'll be like, thank you so much, everyone. How did they get this tree in here? Savannah! Have you wondered this? So point to where you think the tree came in. And that's the real powerful stuff, isn't it? Curiosity. I'm so happy to be here, Meredith, for like V1 of your cult. It's incredible. This feels like we got in early. You know what I mean? Like episode 1 of the documentary, we'll be like, we just started gathering in living rooms. We thought it was chocolate. I mean, we were in it, and then it slowly grows and grows. Her ex is watching. He's like, I knew it. I had a feeling. Episode 3, something dark happens. This is thrilling. This is incredible. I lived in Venice for a few years, so this is familiar to me, I guess. I just got married. My wife did not live in Venice, and she thinks everyone is like on the cusp of orgy at all times. And if I sent a picture now, this would be tough to be like, no, we're not. We're not gonna. Everyone's on the floor in like a living room. She's singing the most sexual stuff I've ever heard. We're all like, yes. Sexual, babe, it's a sexual smash. It's totally different. Okay? It's a sexual smash. How did this get in? It collapses. Just answer some questions. It's so good. This is very exciting. This is the best. Who's feeling the chocolate? I'm totally. Are you? We just go. My name is Esteban. It's so exciting to be here. Bye, Greg. Have a great time. We really respect your boundaries. That's a boundaried man. That's so good. I'll do the show, but nothing more. No, Spencer. He's also. Where's he going? I think he did the reggae a little too. He did too reggae. My name is Esteban. I'm Colombian. Any Colombians? All right, that's okay. I'm Colombian, but it's good. I look like this, which is confusing to people when I tell people I look like a property brother. Do you know what they look like? I look at the show and I'm like, mis hermanos de propiedad. Como se dice, let's make a baby. I was back there and I was like, do you want me to tell you? I'm Colombian. I look like this. I look like someone who really liked their high school Spanish class name and decided to like stick with it. You know what I mean? I introduce myself as genuinely. I'll be like, hey, I'm Esteban. And people sometimes think I'm doing a joke. They'll be like, well, call me Pablo. And I'm like, but mine is real. Call me Shakira. It's good. I don't know if you know that, but like Latino people, I think a lot of people do this. If you're like in a group that's like not the majority, like someone like a Latino person walks in, there's another Latino person, they like give each other a head nod. You know what I mean? Like people do this, right? And you're like, we're like, look at us, we made it. And I try to do that, right? Like if someone walks in, I'm like, oh, they're hey, Latinos, we made it. I give them a head nod, but I just look like a white ally. Like I just look like I'm like, si se puede, amigo. Like I just am like. I studied abroad in Spain. I loved it. Like, I'm like, hey, I'm happy you're here. And they're like, what is this? What's happening? So, and then I have the question, and then I go, if I walked into the room, would I give myself a head nod? Sometimes it's not just jokes, it's just thinking. And then, so now I was like, anyone who could possibly be Latino, I have to, which is everyone. So I've made so many Armenian friends. I got to tell you, I'm crushing it. Would I give myself a head nod? I am my dad. Not to brag, but he's got a PhD in fluid dynamics. Anyone? Pra, pra. He spent 7 years doing the math of how water comes apart. You know what I mean? So sometimes we're at a restaurant and someone's like, here, sir, is your cup of water. And he's like, work follows me everywhere. Like get out of here. He's a very stoic, scientific man. So when I was a kid, he's someone who's like, how was your day? And I'd be like, good. And he's like, what evidence supports that? Like that's a little bit of the vibe. One time I feel like he wasn't like paying attention to me and I was like, Dad, I'm 70% water. And he's like, get out of here. Anyone else pitch themselves scientifically for love? Anyone? Make some noise. Where you at? My my voice I start crying. That's the rest of my set. I'm just like, talk amongst yourselves. This is really exciting. What does that, do your parents know what you do? What does everyone yell out what you do for work? And then everyone yell out what your parents tell people that you do. You're like, it's psychedelic assisted therapy. And your mom's like, I just tell people you're a teacher. I just say teacher and I keep it vague. And I go, no one ask. This is a very cool space. I like that it was Winston House before. Totally different vibes. Ed Sheeran has sat here. And Dua Lipa. And now me. Things have fallen. Ed Sheeran's like, can we get him off? He's ruining my brand. It's very cool. I feel like I want to start, I'm here and I'm like, I could start like an artisanal incense company or something, you know? I'm just hearing it like, I'm like, I want to start something that I could sell at Air One. I feel like that's the thing. Venice has like the most creative, brilliant people who are all developing just Air One products. That's it. Do you know anyone who's like, so many people in this room, I'm sure, they're like, I'm an entrepreneur. And no one's like, I do HVACs. Like no one, you know? They're like, I'm doing a new carrot that is just for men. Just when they're in therapy. It softens them. Like that's... Show me a plumber. Point to your nearest plumber. My dad's a big sciencey guy. I think he really liked the environment, and I really like the environment too, just through him, just to, you know, because I'm like, if I save the world, that'll be enough. No, it's fine. I'm fine. Why is everyone asking? No, it's great. I feel like there isn't a lot of hope when it comes to like the future. Like the other day, I was watching a movie with my wife, and the movie starts and it goes, "The year is 2050. Half the humans are dead." And I sincerely looked at my wife and I was like, "That's pretty good. Like half of us made it." Like I didn't know, which is not good. It's not. And I feel like there is so much good stuff happening, but I feel like I forget it. I don't know for you, like there's so much hope, but my like memory is so short for it. You know what I mean? Like it just escapes. Like I remember a thing and then it like leaves, but I remember everything bad for a lot longer. Anyone else have this? Do you know the movie Memento? Have you seen the Memento? If you don't, it's a guy with short-term memory loss and he like tattoos things on his body to remember. So he's like, someone murdered my wife. She's in New York. Well, Brooklyn. And it like gets more and more detailed. You know what I mean? I feel like I need that for good news because I just forget. Like I just wake up and I'll read a headline. It'll be like, "There's more solar power than ever," and I'll be like, "Oh, that's good." And then I will walk away and forget it immediately. You know, and I'll be like, "No, we're all gonna die." And I just need tattoos to wake up and be like, "There's good news. More people support climate action." You know, like there's solar is cheaper than oil. Texas put more solar than anything in the state and just be like, "Oh, okay." People are suing states. I think that's what I need. I just think one of the things that feels weird is that it feels like it's all our fault. Like I did in high school, I did the personal carbon footprint. Has anyone done the personal carbon footprint? Yeah. Wait, snaps if you have. Does anyone? Yeah. 3 of us. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. It was what? Yeah. Wait. So this is the thing. I did the personal carbon footprint, and if you don't know, it's like a list of like activities, and it goes like, do you ever go in a car? And you're like, sometimes, and they're like, you're bad. You know, they're like, that's -10. And I grew up super Catholic, so I was just like riddled with guilt. So I was like, I masturbate. You know, like I was like impure. Like it was just a list of guilty things. You know. Like I was like, I've taken that Sears catalog and gone to the bra section, and they're like, that is not related to carbon. I'm like, I know, I just needed to tell someone. Someone should know. And then I found out it was created by BP. This is a real BP, British Petroleum, known for like having the biggest oil spill, and they. Instead of them being like, hey, we kind of spilled all that oil and we also sell you gas, they were making people feel guilty and continue to be like, you used it. Isn't that a wild? This is like if your friend who is like addicted to cocaine is like, dude, you're going to have another latte. Like and you're like, you are telling me, oh, me? You're telling me? You know what I mean? This is like your friend who's like, dude, you gotta stop drinking. And you're like, it's 9 a.m. and you're hammered, Jeremy. Maybe don't. BP's like, you don't drive a car, do you? And they're just dumping oil into the mouth of a turtle. And the turtle's like, ah. And, they're like, oh, dude, do you fly occasionally to Colombia to see your family? That's bad. It makes me angry. It's tough. I'll leave with good news. Okay, I'll leave with good news, and it's guys. This is big. I think I figured out how to do sex. Listen, we're all. This is I know the vibe. Look at this. Can I tell you, and then I'll leave. This is genuinely a sex tip. Okay, this is genuine. I know the whole time you're like, how do you do sex? Thank you. I will tell you. Because I don't know your journey, but for me, years I was quiet. Any men? Keep quiet. Anyone? Men, if you're quiet in bed, just give me a... Yeah, so we get it. Most of us. And you're there, I don't know, but for me, I was just happy to be there, and I forgot about audio. I'd just be like... I was like, do you know Amelie from the movie Amelie? I was just be like my heart rate would... Anywho. And then I started seeing this girl, and we created a safe space, and then she said, hey, you can make noise, and I take feedback well. We do sex again, and I'm so in it, and I make so much noise that she says I, quote, sounded sarcastic. I was just like, wow, sex with you is a gift. Maybe that's why it's called the present. And she's like, what? And I was like, wow. So this is what I do now, okay? This is it. Honestly, take this home with you. This might be the greatest takeaway from tonight. It'll be top 3. Whoever you're doing the sex with, whatever they're doing, you just mirror. Okay, so they go, ah. You go, ah. They go, ooh. You go, ooh. They go, ah. You go, ah. Sex with me, it's like a women's tennis match. I'm just like, ah. And then I'm like, ah. And they're like, ah. And I'm like, ah. And I'm like, ah. That's... It's perfect. That's the greatest takeaway. I feel like that's genuinely helpful. I feel like you're laughing, and then people are like, that's a good tip. And you're like, ah! They're like, I'm about to come. And you're like, me too. I don't know. Oh no, where's the microphone stand? Did he take that? Has Greg taken everything? Oh, it's over there. I'll tell you, now I'll do one more small part of that joke, because it's all the way over there. I'm doing this is a real, and I'm doing this with my wife, and she's going, and we stop. I promise this is true. We stop, and she goes, "Are you just moaning when I moan?" And I obviously lie to her. I go, "No," and she's like, "You're right. I'm probably in my head. Sorry." And I was like, "Yeah, babe, don't worry about it." We go back to sex. And I have to so intentionally, moan off rhythm. You know what I mean? She's like, ah! And I'm like, ooh. I'm finding my own moans. Thank you so much, everyone. My name is S1. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here.
Wow. What hot tips. I mean, with the hot tips from Esteban and then the let's make a baby queso. Maybe we'll have our first powerful stuff babies 9 months from now. What do we say? We have some ovulators in the house. That was really powerful. Well, I'm excited to welcome up our next person who is a spoken word poet. I saw him first perform at Mycelium. Make some noise if you've been to Mycelium Festival. Woo! And I like to think I manifested him coming here. I've been in the DMs being like, please come to this powerful stuff. And it finally worked out. So we're so excited to welcome Orrin Harris to the stage.
Thank you. What's up, beautiful people? How are y'all feeling tonight? Woo! Shout out all the black people in the house. Yeah! Hey! Bruh, bruh. Wagwan. So, speaking of enemies becoming friends and karma's a bitch, my boy Robbie just reminded me of this crazy funny story. About 6 months ago, I was on Instagram scrolling away, and I came across this reel, and this guy was drinking his urine. Anybody here ever drink their urine in the house? No. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to say I was overtly judgmental, but I got to be honest. I just got to be honest with you guys. I did have a thought real quick like, oh, shit, crazy white people shit. Black people for sure are not drinking their urine. Anyway, I'm going to tell you the moral of this story, and then I'm going to finish the story. The moral of this story is you become what you judge. What you judge, you create. Chapter 2. So I'm in the kitchen. I pull out my favorite elixir, yerba mate. I spit it out. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? It was like awful, bitter. And I'm like, I was just in shock. And I literally spit it out. And then I remembered. A few hours before. Actually, no. A couple days before, I was driving around in my car, and I had to pee so bad, and I was in traffic, and I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? And I found an empty bottle, and so I, whipped it out, kept the steering going, put it in the bottle, drip, 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 had to shake it off, and I put the bottle inside like the little side compartment of my car, and I forgot about it. So actually it was marinating for 2 days. So then fast forward, the rest of the story. I actually put it in the refrigerator because I thought it was some leftover yerba mate, and then you become what you judge. Karma's a bitch. All right. So, all right. So this first piece I want to share came to me at 4 o'clock in the morning, woke me up in the middle of the night, and it's called The Bridge. And I think it's very appropriate for some of the crazy times that we are living in. I think it was Buckminster. I always want to call me Buckminster. Anybody? Buckminster Fuller? Any Buck fans in the house? Someone's going to help me out? Buckminster Fuller said, don't try to, I'm totally butchering this whole thing. Basically, he said, we don't try to fight the old systems, create a new one, right? And if you guys live in Venice, maybe you're some new earthers, like let's create a new earth together. So this piece is called The Bridge. I'm going to say this slowly so you don't get it twisted. You are pure love. You are divinely gifted. I came back in time, just in case you missed it. A message from God, the veil has been lifted. Only love is real, all else is illusion. The matrix of mind is just pure confusion. Lost in the night, we hid from the light. We created a self with eyes but no sight. Lost in a land of perception, misdirection, a dream of separation. This is inception, hypnotic deception. Die to the dream, a complete resurrection. Awake beyond sight with spiritual vision. Complete surrender in just one decision. It's time to wake up and remember your worth. You are the bridge between heaven and earth. Whew. I'm still unpacking that one. All right. This next piece, I only have 99% memorized, so bear with me. I think some of you guys heard this one at Mycelium. So what inspired this piece? I've been on this, I think we've all been involved in some way in the restoration of the feminine. Things have been out of balance for years, and slowly, bit by bit, coming back into balance. So I'm a big fan. I love the feminine. Shout out the feminine. Ooh, ooh. And I want to speak to the deep need for trustable masculine leadership in our families, in our communities, in our homes, and on this planet. And we've kind of done this pendulum swing thing, right? Where a lot of the masculine, distorted masculine, toxic masculine, we hear all of these things and like men have fucked up, right, in different ways. And a lot of men are struggling deep in their heart, trying to be a good man and wrestling with their inner fire, trying to liberate their hearts. But I don't know about the guys in the room, but most men I know, we didn't get a handbook on our heart. We don't know how to heal our own hearts. And for the masculine to actually be deeply trustable, again, we can't just correct behavior and get back in integrity with our actions and our words. Yes, that's a part of it. We have to liberate our hearts. When we don't trust our hearts, we don't trust our fire. And we don't trust our fire, it's difficult to actually create a space of safety that the feminine so deeply is craving for. So, this is a poem about a guy that I've been. He's still somewhere inside me. Many of you men, I'm sure at some point in your life, have been this guy. Some of you women have maybe dated, maybe married this particular guy. It's called Mr. Nice Guy. One moment. All right. On the outside, I'm Mr. Nice Guy. But inside, I feel trapped and rigid like Mr. Ice Guy. Always doubting myself, Mr. Think Twice Guy. I wonder sometimes, why do nice guys always finish last while the bad boys get all that ass? I know, it's fucked up. I don't know, girl, he's such a good guy. I feel safe, but I'm fucking bored. He's so available, but my feels ignored. Hi, I'm Mr. Nice Guy. I'm secretly rejecting my rage, but I get the security of being a prisoner in your cage. Walking around on eggshells, following your plan, eroding my integrity, feeling less than a man. So then you try to encourage my inner bad boy, giving me instructions like your little boy toy. I feel emasculated, but I take the bait. I'm like, okay, I get it. Wait. All right, I'm a bad boy. Yeah, fuck being Mr. Nice Guy. You're like, yeah, no, nice try. You're a good man with a good heart. Just be yourself and play your part. Women, some of you, you seek safety, but you crave danger. You love the rush of being with a stranger. You know, Mr. Burning Man, motorcycle riding, surfer, all tatted up. Deep down inside, you want to get dadded up. I see you over there. The truth is, he's really insecure. There's more than what's on the table. He's hot, sexy, and hung, but emotionally unavailable. And once the rush wears off and his leadership starts to feel mean, the lack of intimacy has you feeling empty and unseen. Mr. Nice Guy is careful, while the bad boy is careless. Both seek the true caring of love that is fearless. You don't want the strong man, but you also don't want the weak. There's something so much deeper that you seek. You see, the safe man is dangerous, but the dangerous man is unsafe. One shapes up, while the other loses his shape. One can't protect you. The other one you need protection from. Your heart can't relax on the fight or the run. You see, it's the safe kind of danger that you really desire. The kind that comes from the heart's inner fire. The fire of true intimacy. Naked vulnerability. Surrendering to love and letting go of control. Trusting life, the mystery of the soul. So fuck it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Mr. You're cute but nice try. Mr. Safe but lacking the spice guy. Mr. Doubt myself, think twice guy. I am not a nice guy, but I'm kind. I live in my heart and not in my mind. I trust the divine. I have a gentle heart with a fucking spine. I gave up trying to be a good man, and I chose to be a God man. A good bad boy, a bad boy angel, a savior in the streets, but a freak in the sheets. I trust my heart and honor my soul. I'm a man you can trust, but can't control. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Meredith, for having me.
Wow, that was so powerful. Thank you so much. Well, thank you for blessing us with that, and hopefully a lot of that medicine with the kana has sunk into all of our men's hearts, kind, soft hearts with spines. I feel it. Make some noise, men, if you're here for the divine feminine. Woo! Okay. We love that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to transition to our open mic portion. So we're going to have Brian Price come kick it off with his song, which we're super excited for. And then we're going to go into collective interactive experience that we'll get to kind of share in small groups and come up to the mic. But we'll have Brian kick us off, and then I'll give everyone further instruction from there and get everyone out of here by 9:15 so no one's whoop scores are affected and everyone gets a full 8 hours sleep. Okay, so we'll welcome Brian to the stage. And then here, can I have that? Woo! Yeah, perfect. Brian is also a co-founder of an amazing community that we all love in Venice called Ola Beach Tennis. If you've ever been, make some noise if you've been to Ola. Woo!
All right. Thank you, everybody. An amazing hype speech. I think getting out of my mind into my heart has been part of this journey. I think getting to this moment, playing in front of you. And I also want to thank Meredith for creating just such an open environment that I would even contemplate doing this. I do music kind of as a hobby, but this is a step for me just to say, fuck it and get up here. Also, I want to shout out Emily. We played a gig 3 weeks ago. First time I've ever played in front of people, really. So she's an amazing singer. I played guitar, kind of sang along, and now I want to play one that I made up early COVID, kind of when the world felt blurry and nobody knew what they were doing next. It was a message that we came up with spontaneously, just called "Don't Wait." When you have a moment of clarity and conviction in what to do with your life, it's something to be trusted. And I've been trying to do more going on feeling than thinking. I'm definitely a overthinker by nature, so don't wait is the message, and hopefully you like it. I can't wait, it's over, ancient history. Don't mind attention, see it all so clear, so clear, see it all so clear. I can't wait, you're sober, neon lights all gone. Don't mind attention, see it all so clear.
Don't wait till the rush is gone, saying hell is wrong, act like you know that song. Don't wait till the rush is gone, saying hell is wrong, like you know that song. Don't wait till the rush is gone, saying hell is wrong, like you know that song. Don't wait till the rush is gone, saying hell is wrong, act like you know that song. Don't wait. Don't wait. I can't wait. October, your ancient history. Don't mind attention, see it all so clear. Don't wait till the rush is gone, saying hell is wrong, like you know that song. Don't wait till the rush is gone, saying hell is wrong, like you know that song. Don't wait till the rush is gone, saying hell is wrong, like you know that song. Don't wait till the rush is gone, saying hell is wrong, like you know that song. Don't wait. Don't wait. Thank you. Thank you, Meredith.
Sipping whiskey on a porch in Texas. Listening to that, your voice is like a smoky smoothness. I feel like my ears just got a massage. Give it up for Brian. Watch this space. By the next time I get back from my South America travels, hopefully we can tell everyone that they can stream it on Spotify. Okay, so this is the fun open mic co-creation portion. So what we're going to do, since tonight the whole theme is returning to love, finding our common ground, and being stronger together, we're going to find 2 to 3 other people that you don't know, so you should get up and walk around, and then you're going to have 5 minutes to find the most unique thing that you all have in common. I was at Doug's retreat a few weeks ago, and this guy, Mitch, calls it uncommon commonalities. So you're going to find the most unique thing that the 3 or 4 of you have in common, and then you're going to have 5 minutes to write a poem, a rap, a sketch, and then we'll invite a few of the groups up to the stage before we round out the night. So I want it to be as obscure as possible, so really get deep. I don't know if you throw out childhood traumas, food allergies, favorite sex positions, times of the month. But yeah, get up, mix around, find a pod of 3 or 4. If you see someone standing there, invite them into your group. I'll set the timer, and then it's up to you guys how you decide to create this this moment together. So let's do this. We'll make sure to make this fast and furious and powerful, but wow, how much creation and presence and play comes out when we all are seeking to understand our quirky little commonalities. Hopefully everyone's hearts are just so warm and fuzzy right now from all of that non-alc wine and all of that kana, but also just from all of what's already in here. You know? Thanks, Christy, for the affirmation. Great. Such a great crowd member. Okay, so with that being said, which team would like to present first? We'll have Eric Kroll's team come up. And then Eric has a little encore poem. Eric Kroll's team! Team members, come support your man. Eric.
My team, it's a team sport.
Eric's Angels.
I think it's maybe Eric and the Nuts. Is that what we are? All right, well, first, thank you, Meredith, for putting this on. You're amazing, and all of you are as well for being here, so thank you all. So thank you guys for being part of the Nuts. What would you do for or with your favorite nut butter? I'd pay cash for cashew butter. I'd pee for peanut butter. I'm in awe of almond butter. I shine for sunflower butter. I have a secret stash of pistachio butter. I'm in a haze for hazelnut butter. Does semen count as nut butter? All right, so I also shared with Meredith that I would, she asked me to say a poem on Monday at her best morning ever, so I said I would do that now. So it's just a really short one, a little more serious than what I just did. It's called Expect to Grow. So I started writing poetry, I don't know how long ago, but it really came to fruition in the last year or so, and I've actually started posting it, if anyone wants to follow along, on Instagram at BTW Better the World. So once we get to 1,000 members, I'm actually going to do my business idea with this to actually better the world. In the meantime, I'm going to create a daily dose of positivity for everyone, and you guys can follow along and tag BTW. Expect to grow. Everyone is a teacher. Everything a lesson. Every challenge an opportunity. Every moment a miracle.
I love that you warmed us up with the nut butter and then dropped some solid truths. What a teacher for us. You lubricated us with the organic free-range semen. No, I'm joking. So, wow, what was the common thing that you guys all had, your love for nut butters? What nut butter overall wins for your team? Peanut. Classic choice. Crunchy or smooth? Okay, well, next round. Okay, love that. Next team. I know. I know some of us are intimidated. I know Emily's team seemed really confident, so I'll call Emily's team up to the stage. Go Emily's team! And Maddie and everyone.
Hello. Can we all go ahead and just give ourselves a big hug?
Teamwork. We're all going on this way now.
Take a breath. Thank you. All right. Jeremy and Emily came from the same. Con is kicking in. We don't drink gin. We don't go to the kin. We go to the moss. But we both fell off a motorbike in Vietnam and found out we have a lot in common. For example, we both love ramen. Our birthdays are the same exact date in July. Open hearts. We feel like we can fly. We're so lucky. We've now been able to say, hi. Past nice guy was a lie. Glad we are all in this together, growing each day, getting better.
Yeah, it is actually weird.
can't reach this, but we found out that our birthdays are both exactly the same day, and we both fell off a motorbike in Vietnam on exactly the same road in probably the same year. Goosebumps. Wow. What does it mean? And you guys were brought together at the Moss. What a powerful place to be. I mean, that was a pretty uncommon commonality. Who feels prepared to follow that? Not all shares are created equal. No, I'm joking. Everyone's doing it. We are all winners for being here. Okay. Sarah's team, STW. You didn't get there? Okay, pass out Morcana. Lucas and Bobby and Rian. Oh, no. No commonalities? Oh, okay. We'll circle back. Okay, I see it. Skylar? You're close? Okay, what about this team in the front? Did you guys get one? Perfect. You have a concept of one? So does Donald Trump. Okay, what about you had to watch the debate to get that. He had concepts of a plan. Okay, Amelia? Okay, Skylar. I believe in you guys. Let's do this. Woo!
All right. Talk about the divine feminine. She is stepping into her power. And I'm going to jump on this microphone. All right, we are the fun guys. Among Us helped us overcome our fear. A microdose that showed us that the boogeyman's not near. Fear of sharks and the unknown in the ocean. Quelled with a magical, shroomy little potion. An accidental macrodose brought much-needed medicine to my ear. I'm just going to say that last line one more time without laughing. An accidental macrodose brought much-needed medicine to my ear. Voila. Okay. Funny story about that last one. I once accidentally took a macrodose, and every time I blinked, I could hear it really loudly in my ear, and it sounded like a big rush of waves. And it was scary, and then it turned into something that was really soothing. So it always brings us whatever we need.
So the uncommon commonality is that you guys all did an accidental macrodose. Woo! We love that. Not mad about it, giving us the medicine we need. Trust in the process. Okay, we'll take one more. Brian's team, it feels like you guys are working on something. Am I right? It's in the middle? Let's do it. Yeah. There's a song called The Middle, and it was a hit. I'm in full trust.
This is a little bit scary. I don't think I can do
So Farah is visiting from Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And we all are not from LA, so we're using Farah's feeling at home in LA as a commonality between us all.
Okay. I can't sing. You can sing. But
Can I see the lyrics?
I don't even know the, can we use one mic?
Sure.
Then we have the teamwork. Okay.
Ready?
I'm going to sing on my
Yeah,
own.
you got it.
No,
I'm here.
I'll join.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Yeah. Another one.
I'm like
It's
sweating.
scary.
Are you guys sweating or is that just me?
I get really nervous.
I'm sweating and I feel like I'm gonna faint.
Oh.
Do you guys feel that too, or is it just me?
Whose face
Oh,
ID do we need?
My passcode. Okay, let's just do it to get it over with.
She might not be from here.
But she
Ready?
feels
Ready?
at home right near.
But she feels at home right near.
Rooms that feel sincere. She might move here next year and conquer all her fears. Play on stage, we cheer. Her voice you will surely hear. That was good. Wait, we kind of killed it. You guys killed it. I just wow, that was good. Thanks. That sounded good for like really like a quick second.
Wait, that was so cute. I feel like that's the next Ingrid Michaelson right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, do we have any final ones that want to come up to the stage or even just shout out what your uncommon commonality was? Spooky shit? Paranormal activity? Like, are we talking aliens or ghosts? All of the above. Okay. I love that. And you guys have been visited by them or you just believe? Wow. Oh my gosh, we'll have to call you up to the mic for the next storytelling. That's so cool. Well, I love that one. Thanks for sharing. If you listen to Taylor Swift's song Down Bad, it's actually, if you listen to the lyrics closely, it's about an alien abduction. But like the guy who she fell in love with briefly, it's like he's the alien. Not to make light of your experience. I can't wait to talk. I can't wait to chat offline about this. Okay, love that one. Any other uncommon commonalities? Amelia, what did your group find?
We got to the fact that none of us eat pork.
Okay.
Started talking about our dating lives and kind of sidetracked.
You're like, we don't eat pork. I.e. no blowjobs. No, I'm joking. I don't eat pork either. Ask Spencer. No, I'm joking. Okay. I joke. I just suck on it. No, I'm joking. Okay. Sarah's group. You all have bad bitch energy. I feel that. Fellow Gritneys in the making. And then what about these two groups back here? Uncommon commonalities. Nice. What book? You couldn't remember the name. Wow. Collective forgetfulness. That's pretty cool. You guys are synced up. Okay. And then Andresa, what about your group? Marketing, advertising. Okay, like that. Little professional commonalities. Very cool. Okay, well, give yourself a round of applause. You did it. Thank you, Oren. Thank you, Esteban, who had to leave. Thank you, Orimo. Ormo, like Oreo. Ormo. Great. She has a great song called Yoga Girl on Spotify. Thank you, Brian, for blessing us with your song. Thank you, Mary, who, as we clean up, if you want to get another bracelet from Mary or some more non-alc wine from the other Meredith, Tithos, please feel free to do so. We'll close out with our 3 breaths, because, of course, I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. If we opened the space, we're not just going to leave it open. We're going to close the fucking loop. Okay, don't you guys worry. I want to create a safe space for you guys, not just the men who need to do it. You know, the women need to create those safe spaces as well. So just taking your hands to your heart, feeling that kana, and just feeling your own creative energy, the warm, fuzzy connections from the night. Taking a deep breath in, feeling yourself lifted from all the energy of those around you tonight, and exhale, sending it back to them. Wow, that was like our 3rd breath on the first one. I'm excited to see what the 3rd one is in store for this one. 2nd breath in, breathing in all of that non-psychoactive legal plant from South Africa. And exhale, feeling it expand your heart to how big it already is. Creating that extra space for love, common ground, acceptance, play, power with yourself, with others. And then third and deepest breath in. Breathing in. Take another sip of air at the top. And then imagining that you yourself are ovulating and feeling those feeling those special tingles come up from your pelvic floor all the way up to your heart and out the crown of your head. And imagine just like ejaculating kindness on everyone tonight and everyone you meet this week. My hope is that as we head into the next few weeks, we all can be the light. We can be the creamed kindness, the creamy kindness for everyone else in our life. And that when we incorporate these moments of play and these moments of seeking to find these uncommon things with each other, that's truly, you know, what changes the world beyond any vote. So thank you all for thank you all for being here tonight for Powerful Stuff. This is super special because it's our last evening event before I take off for 4.5 months. You can catch me Monday morning at Best Morning Ever, or next Wednesday night I'll be performing at the West Side Comedy, opening up for Mike and Ben. I'll be doing my Venice Girlies bit with my friend Aliki, if you've ever seen our Venice Girlies videos. And otherwise, I'll look forward to seeing everyone in the spring. Thank you all for being here. And we'll all, oh my gosh, thanks. And check out the podcast. I'll be going on weekly journeys with you even while I'm away. So I would love to hear all of that with you guys. And then if we could all just say powerful stuff together. We'll count it down. Hold on, I'm going to do like the selfie thing, like the rock stars, and have my own Eras Tour moment. Okay, ready? On the count of 3, we'll all go, powerful stuff. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Powerful stuff. Woo! Thank you, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you, Moss. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Meredith. Get some fair and squares, and hopefully you leave here with a few new friends and a few ideas of how powerful of a creative force you are. Great. Hey, you. Thank you for coming on this powerful journey with me. I hope it was as powerful for you as it was for me. And if it was, it would mean the world to me if you rate, review, and subscribe to Powerful Stuff so I can keep bringing you the goods. We can keep going on this transformative journey together. And if there's powerful stuff that you want to share with me, with the Powerful Stuff community, tag us on Instagram at That's Powerful Stuff or The Meredith Baker. And I look forward to seeing you next week for more Powerful Stuff.